Welcome back guys to the Sumo Flashback channel. Before we begin, please do well to hit that subscribe button. Today we delve into the story of Yokozuna Yoshibayama, a story of mistaken identity, World War soldier turned Yokozuna. Genosuke was born on April 3, 1920 in Atsuta village in Hokkaido, now Ishikari City. He was the third son of a prosperous fishing company owner. From a young age, Genosuke stood out for his large stature and exceptional strength. This was a common trait in his family due to their physically demanding business. However, after 3 consecutive years of poor fishing yields, the family business collapsed. After finishing high school, Genosuke took a job at Hokkaido Sugar Company Limited. But lacking further academic qualifications, he decided to develop new skills and moved to Tokyo on his own. Upon arriving at the station via an overnight train, he was unexpectedly greeted by 2 young sumo wrestlers who brought him to the Takashima stable. When he reached the stable master, the former Ezeki Mitsuniyama, was confused on who he was. Coincidentally, the 2 sumo wrestlers had escorted him to the stable because of his large size, mistaking him for another new recruit who was supposed to arrive at the same time at the station. The mix-up was soon realized, and the 2 wrestlers apologized. However, the stable master's wife saw potential in Genosuke and passionately convinced him to join the stable. Although Genosuke entered the sumo world by mistaken identity, he quickly proved himself and climbed the ranks. At that time, his shikona was Kitaro-yama. However, in 1938, his life was in jeopardy due to a severe case of appendicitis. Fortunately, he underwent major surgery performed by a renowned doctor of the era, Shosaku Yoshiba. He went on to make a full recovery. As a gesture of gratitude, he changed his shikona or sumo wrestler's name to Yoshibayama. In 1942, Genosuke was on the verge of being promoted to the Juryo division, but unfortunately, he was drafted into the Japanese army during World War II. During his service in the army, he was severely injured in gunfights, suffering gunshot wounds to his leg, with the second bullet remaining permanently lodged in his foot. Many sumo scholars believe that had he not been conscripted and lost several critical years of his career, he could have achieved even greater success and longevity in the sport. Reports of Yoshibayama's death in battle even reached Japan, leading to his removal from the Takashima stable's roster. However, he was finally demobilized in 1946 after spending 4 grueling years on the battlefield, including rumors of his death. He returned looking so thin that when the stable's doorman saw him, he initially mistook him for a ghost. Upon his return to the sumo world and determined to recover, he ate voraciously to regain his strength, earning the nickname Stomach. He also trained tirelessly to make up for the lost time of 4 years away during the war. When he returned to sumo in June 1947, he was ranked at Juryo 4, having previously won the Makishita Yusho at Makushita-one during the May 1942 tournament before his military draft. In his first tournament back as a Sekitori, he delivered an impressive 9-1 record, but narrowly missed claiming the championship after losing the playoff to Daiwa Ishiki. Despite this, his strong performance earned him a promotion to the Makuuchi division for the November 1947 tournament. Due to the bullet lodged in his ankle, Yoshibayama's fighting style became unpredictable. Compounding this issue was his preference for the controversial leg kick technique. Scholars have noted that his limited time to refine traditional sumo techniques, caused by his years away from the sport during the war, likely contributed to his reliance on less conventional methods. In his first top division tournament, Yoshibayama achieved an impressive 8-3 record. In those days, the tournament was held for 11 days, but eventually changed to 13 days, and finally to 15 days. If you want to know why these changes, watch my video on Yokozuna Futabayama. Everything is explained there. By January 1950, he improved further with a 10-5 performance, earning his first of 3 outstanding performance prizes. He repeated this success in the May 1950 tournament, securing another 10-5 record and his second Outstanding Performance prize, which led to his promotion to Shikiwaki in September 1950. In his Sonyaku debut, Yoshibayama delivered an exceptional 13-2 record. He went to a playoff against Terukuni. Terukuni had already defeated him during the 15 days. Will Terukuni win again and capture his first tournament, or will Yoshibayama capture his first championship? Let's have a look at the match. The match starts and Yoshibayama goes for the double hand charge. He follows up with thrusting to keep Terukuni away. He spins to his left to get the belt but misses it and resumes his thrusting. They come to a standstill in the middle of the ring. They both watch each other waiting to see who makes the next move. Yoshibayama impatiently charges forward but gives away a front grid to Terukuni. Terukuni uses this opportunity to get hold of Yoshibayama and start pushing him backwards. Yoshibayama also gets a grip, but it is too late, as Terukuni lifts him out of the ring. Terukuni wins his first championship. Yoshibayama wasn't so disappointed after the match, because he did his best. Furthermore, Terukuni was the 38th Yokozuna at the time. In fact, he was the youngest person to have made Yokozuna in his era, until Taiho broke his record. His story is an interesting one for another day. Yoshibayama matched this record of 13 wins and 2 losses in the subsequent tournament. Once again, he finished as runner-up to Yokozuna Terukuni, who won the Yusho with a perfect record. Despite these setbacks, his strong performances earned him a promotion to Uzeki for the May 1951 tournament. He was widely expected to be promoted to Yokozuna early in his career, as he consistently demonstrated the ability to achieve double-digit wins when competing in all tournaments. However, his inability to secure a championship title prevented this promotion. However, in the May 1953 tournament, he came close with an impressive 14-1 record, but the championship went to a Magashira 6 wrestler, who achieved a perfect 15-0 record. Yoshibayama's career in the sumo ring was thus characterized by remarkable misfortune. In the January 1954 tournament, Yoshibayama knew if he won the tournament with at least a 14-1 record, he would surely be promoted to Yokozuna, considering he got a 14-1 record in the previous tournament. With a strong mindset driven by determination, without looking back at his previous failures to capture the tournament, Yoshibayama finally achieved his long-awaited dream of winning the top division championship with a flawless 15-0 record, as if releasing years of pent-up frustration from narrowly missing previous titles. The victory parade, held amidst heavy snowfall, became known as the Snowy Victory March, with sumo fans from across the country celebrating his triumph. The excitement surrounding Yoshibayama's victory was said to rival the fever seen during Takanohana and Shianafuji's first championships, as well as the Wakataka fever. After overcoming the 6 misfortunes that had plagued his sumo career, Yoshibayama was finally promoted to become the 43rd Yokozuna following his triumphant in the January 1954 tournament. For his Yokozuna ring entering ceremony, he chose the Shiranui style, which had relatively few practitioners at the time. He was instructed in this style by Tatsunami, formerly known as the 36th Yokozuna Hagoroyama. As a newly promoted Yokozuna, Yoshibayama's career was faced with challenges. He was forced to sit out the first day of the March 1954 tournament due to acute nephritis and diabetes. His performances were further hampered by sprains in both legs, the lingering effects of the bullet wound in his ankle. The bullet that remained lodged there made it difficult to fight at his full strength. These setbacks prevented him from winning another Emperor's Cup during his time as a Yokozuna, earning him the nickname Tragic Yokozuna. Additionally, he set an unfortunate record as the 3rd wrestler since the Showa era to miss 2 or more tournaments within his first 3 as a Yokozuna. Despite these difficulties, Yoshibayama remained popular. His good looks earned him comparisons to actor Ichikawa, while his military service and war wounds made him popular among former soldiers and disabled veterans. His Shiran Nui style ring entry ceremony was admired for its beauty because it suited his massive muscular frame. Without winning a tournament ranked at Yokozuna, but having finally reached his physical limit, he announced his retirement during the January 1958 tournament. After retiring from active competition, Yoshibayama became the 8th stable master of Miyagino stable. The stable had previously been led by the 24th Yokozuna, Otori, but it was temporarily closed following Otori's death in 1956. While still an active wrestler, Yoshibayama managed his own stable, a practice that is no longer allowed. Yoshibayama did not only develop top-division wrestlers like Mayo Budani, but also served as a judge for tournament bouts and was a member of the Japan Sumo Association's board of directors. Beyond sumo, he opened several restaurants that continue to operate to this day. One of his recruits, future Makuuchi wrestler Chikubayama, joined his stable but did not reach the top division before his passing in 1977. Later, his student became the Miyagino stable master. Chikubayama accepted and trained future Yokozuna Hakuho. Yoshibayama, known for performing the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony in the Shiranui style, left a lasting legacy. So when Hakuho was promoted to Yokozuna, he chose to continue Yoshibayama's Shiranui style. On June 1, 2007, at the Meiji Shrine, Hakuho performed the ceremony wearing Yoshibayama's Keshimawashi and wielding a sword once used by another formal Miyagino stable master, Yokozuna Otori. Hakuho was the great-grand disciple of Yoshibayama, and as such, when Hakuho became Yokozuna, he used the opportunity to pay tribute to Yoshibayama's legacy exactly 30 years after his death, and to Yokozuna Otori, a former Miyagino stable master. He further went on to put the Miyagino stable back on the map as a powerhouse. He went on to win a record of 45 championships. Yoshibayama passed away on the 26th of November 1977 from kidney failure at the age of 57 in a hospital in Tokyo. On December 23rd of that year, the Japan Sumo Association held a funeral in his honor, recognizing his contributions as a symbol of sumo's post-war recovery. The Miyagino stable building, which was used by him during his time, has since been transformed into a sumo-themed restaurant called Yoshiba. Remarkably, the original training ring from his dojo still exists at the site today. Yoshibayama had an overall record of 357 wins, 171 losses, 85 absences, and 1 draw across 47 tournaments. In the top Makuuchi division, he achieved 304 wins, 151 losses, 85 absences, and 1 draw over 37 tournaments. His record in the Juryo division was 9 wins and 1 loss in 1 tournament. In the Makushita division, he secured 22 wins and 10 losses in 4 tournaments. He recorded 7 wins and 1 loss in the Sandanmei division in 1 tournament. He also recorded 13 wins and 3 losses in the Jonadan division in 2 tournaments. Finally, he recorded 2 wins and 5 losses in the Jonakuchi division in 1 tournament. Throughout his career, Yoshibayama earned 3 outstanding performance prizes. Additionally, he achieved 2 Kenboshi Gold Stars victories, both against Yokozuna Terukuni. Yoshibayama's life and career teaches us the power of perseverance and adaptability in the face of adversity. Despite setbacks like war injuries, illness, and professional challenges, he continued to strive toward excellence, achieving his goals through hard work and determination. His story reminds us that even when circumstances are unfavorable, consistent effort and resilience can get us our goals. Like Yoshibayama, we should focus on rebuilding and progressing. No matter how many times we stumble, we will rise again with a positive attitude. Thank you guys for watching this videos on the incredible life of Yokozuna Yoshibayama. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more amazing sumo history videos. See you in the next one.